Commander, Army Reserve Command, Philippine Army. At makikita po natin binigay ng bawat isa mula sa production team hanggang sa ating mahuhusay na artista. And to everyone who made this series possible, please give yourselves a round of applause. At ngayon pala, congratulations! Yeah! And before we officially close our program, may I call on our director, Direct Dominic Zapata, to give us a few words.
Gagamitin yun. Props lang. Yung napanood po ninyo, hindi pa yun yung buong episode kasi mukhang gutom na lahat. Kumain na ba kayo? Hindi eh, no? Kami rin. You know, I come from a generation na sige, painanin, hindi kita kailangan ng music. Ako na ba? I come from a generation na yung generation kasi ngayon iba eh. Daming passion. But I come from a generation na nakausap ko, my grandparents and my parents. Nakwento nila sa akin, especially my grandparents, ng panahon daw ng gera. Pag maririnig nila yung siren. Dems, you can relate to this kasi pag may sirens, tatago sila, takbuhan, meron silang ginawa na parang huhukay, tapos tatago sila doon, takot na takot na kinakain lang nila kanin, tapos pag may asin, maswerte, maswerte na sila nung but gone are those days. Kaya hindi na, pero are they really gone? Are those days really gone? Or baka akala lang natin. Kasi may mga pinagtitapingan kami na like siguro 2 hours from where we stand right now. May mga enkwentro na gaganap. 3 hours away. Iba-iba eh. Pero yan nararamdaman. As civilians, we don't... Special mention sa SS. We're doing such a good job. For not only for years, for decades. Kaya hindi natin naiisip na, battles rage on. In the south, in the north. Kaya doon, on behalf of everyone I love, family, I want to thank the AFP, I want to thank the military for keeping us safe. For, kasi di ba ngayon, itong coronavirus, parang praning na praning, kailangan yata may mask ako. Pero pagdating sa mga enkwentro, pagdating sa mga terorista, wala tayong kaba. I thank the AFP for that. I thank the military for that. I also want to thank yung wives ng mga soldiers, yung mga anak, the parents. I can't imagine how difficult it is for you guys also. The sacrifice doesn't only come from the soldier. There's also a sacrifice, maybe even a bigger sacrifice, knowing that your husband or your wife, your son, your dad, laging, di ba sabi nila, isang paa sa hukay lagi. So kahit hindi na siguro panahon ng gera or hindi na iniisip na merong gerang nagaganap, I want everyone to hold your loved ones close, but not to protect them, not because you fear for their safety, but I want everyone to hold your loved ones close so that you can tell them that there are heroes among us living. Hindi lahat ng bayani nasa pera. In fact, our living heroes must have logged in more hours in battle than the fabled heroes in history books. If you sum up yung tours of duty nila, mas matagal silang lumalaban at buhay pa sila. And they are among us. Kasama natin sila dito, kasama natin sila sa labas. Pero hindi po yun yung alam ko. At ito po yung alam namin ko yun. So yung proyekto po na ito, inaaring namin sa inyo. Today, 24.
Maraming salamat, Direk Dong. And to formally represent the current AFP Chief of Staff, Armed Forces of the Philippines, General Filimon T. Santos, AFP, may we call upon the stage Major General Ernesto C. Torres Jr., Chief Civil Relations Services, AFP, to give his speech.
Good evening, everyone. Hindi ko na rin gagamitin ito dahil hindi rin ginamit ni Direk. Okay lang ba yan? But I humbly stand before you right now representing the 150,000 strong members of the Armed Forces of the Philippines. Multiply that by 4, including our family, probably close to 1 million people that can relate to what was shown to us tonight. Well, I guess this is the kind of movie that really warms the heart of a soldier. People like me and like you who are representing the soldiers now. And it will be shown probably globally, no? This is the kind of movie also that makes our job a lot easier. Because when people watch this type of movie, they get to somehow support. They get to love the man behind this uniform. So we thank you for that, Direk Dong. Thank you, Ali, Victoria, whose husband is also my colleague at the Mechanized Infantry Division, but now he's with the PSG. And all the people that made this film possible. And most especially, the cast of Descendants of the Sun Filipino version, and special mention to the reservists. Although hindi ata sila Dingdong, but we are both in the Armed Forces of the Philippines, and I heard Rocco Nasino also is a reservist. No? These are the guys who have signified their intention to support us, no, in our undertaking in the Armed Forces of the Philippines. While I was watching, why? Because it is a depiction of the reality in our society. It's a microcosm of what is happening around us. So sana, yung mga viewers nito later on would also view it as such. Makita po sana nila yung commitment, yung hard work, and the sacrifices of the soldiers. Nakatayo ako rito ngayon, but I have more than 3 decades of experience in the military. And it wasn't easy. Yung asawa ng classmate ni Direk, si Ninita Sagala, she is a living testament also of how it was, or it has been, it's how it is being a wife of a military officer. Demi and I just came from Eastern Mindanao. He was a battalion commander. I was as a brigade commander and a deputy Eastern Mindanao command. And it's not really easy for us, especially to our family. So this kind of film also depicts the essence of service. It says here that you don't have to be a soldier, and you may be a doctor, you may be a nurse, or you may be somebody else, but you can still serve our country very well in whatever capacity we are in. So yun yung mga message na nakita natin kanina. Isang episode pa lang po yun. That's why, Direk, you have the support of the probably 1 million members of the Armed Forces of the Philippines for this show. So in return for this gratefulness, we are committing ourselves to serve our country better, a lot better, with humility, with competence, and utmost courtesy. Yan po ay may pangako namin sa inyo. And solidify this commitment, may I request you to just do the messaging gesture that we have invented at the Civil Relations Service. And it goes this way: AFP, you can trust. Can you please do that for me? Can you please stand up and do that? AFP, you can trust. Can we do it once more? 1, 2, 3. AFP, you can trust. Thank you very much. So with that, I would like to invite everybody to give our level best to serve our country with our God-given skills, our God-given talents, and whatever gifts that was given to us by God. Para po sa ating bansa, para tayo ay magkaroon ng matatag, matiwag umuhay para sa lahat ng Pilipino. Muli maraming salamat po, Direk, at maraming salamat sa inyo.
Thank you very much, Major General Byron Kalimag, AFP. At this point, Major General Ernesto C. Torres Jr. I'd like to request for the cast to please come up on stage for a photo op.
Ayoko.
Sige. Teka lang.
Ito po. Ready po. 1, 2. One more. Ready? 1, 2. Okay po.
I'd like to call Direct Dom to please join the cast.
Kala mo tapos ka na.
Dito po ulit. Ready po. 1, 2. One more. Okay. Ready? 1, 2. Thank you.
I would like to call Assistant Secretary Manuel.
Concern lang siya. Anong pang-injet? Kung natin ko. Jerry, ayos na yung picture. Magaling. Ketua. Kasi kitang-kita siya eh.
Oh, ito rin po. Okay, 1, 2. Thank you.
Oh, ang galing. Table yata.
And all other officers, please come up on stage. And enlisted personnel, please join our cast for your photo op. Again, please do not forget our official hashtag for tonight, #DotsPHMediaCon.
Ano kayo na chichika? Anong petsa?
Please use this hashtag on all your social media platforms. And the writers and production team. Thank you. Our GMA executives, production team, and writers, please come up on stage for your photo op with the cast.
Bakit po? Okay, ready? 1, 2. One more.
And that concludes our program, mga kapuso. The romantic drama series that captivated hearts all over the world is ready to make its mark on Philippine Primetime. Catch the world premiere, Telebaba. Right after, they will join you both for their individual interviews. We have assigned tables for each artist, so everyone will have the chance to interview everyone. Our corp club team will assist our artists to their respective assigned tables. please help us promote Descendants of the Sun. And don't forget to use our official hashtag for today. Hashtag
Thanks for watching,
DOTS
guys. Sa lahat ng
PH.
mga
I am
nanonood,
Nagamiga,
please
your
do
host for
subscribe
tonight.
to my
Thank you
channel.
and enjoy the rest of the evening.
Try tayo,
Good
lumapit
night.
tayo sa kanila, ha? Wait lang, lalapit lang tayo. Yes. So, yun na.
Sana mag-enjoy siya.
May panlasa ko yun. Feel namin.
Meron ba?
Oo. Ano po yung maabangan naman kapuso natin na Filipino style ng DOTS?
Siyempre, yung kung paano magmahal ang mga Pinoy, makikita doon sa mga characters natin. Kung paano mag-asaran yung mga magkakaibigan, kung paano yung magandang dynamics ng mga doktor kapag nasa battlefield sila. Dami kung paano kami sa mga magulang namin, sa mga kapatid.
Yung pamilya, sa bawat
Sabi ni Direk Dong talaga nang bibigay kayo ng kanyang input. Especially Dong na you're one of the creative consultant also for the show.
Very collaborative yung atmosphere namin dun sa set. Kaya ang sarap ng trabaho kung gano'n. Maarte, lahat very, very professional. Ang sarap lang talaga sa set natin.
May paminsan ba? Kasi sobrang physical yung mga eksena.
mas sila. Kasi kanina naman yung action scene, ang daming suwat, daming takbo dito, takbo doon. So, sa kanila physically talaga.
Nung hindi ka ba nasasaktan minsan? Kasi mga eksena talaga very physical contact.
Okay lang, kasama naman yun.
May nangyari din accident sa set or almost.
Wala naman. Safety first.
Tell us the intense preparation you've done for the roles at Kodo.
Yun, binigyan kami ng chance to immerse ng mga ilang araw sa buhay ng mga sundalo. So, tulad nyo kanina yung new documentary, nakikita natin kung gaano kahirap yung pinagdaraanan nila sa training pa lang. So, dun sa experience namin yun, nagkaroon kami kahit pa paano ng picture kung gaano kahalaga talaga ang role nila sa lipunan natin. So, hindi lang sa pagsamba ng mga buhay, lalong-lalo na protect the peace and yung mga pinagdaraanan nila together. So, mas na-appreciate talaga natin yung mga trabaho nila. Kapag naparod natin yung ganitong klaseng culture, kasi bihira natin makita mga sundalo sa TV. I mean, yung stories coming from their own perspective, lalong-lalo na pati mga.
Just the leading ladies.
Ay, grabe. Ang daming baon. Ang daming baon. Minsan, ginugulat niya kami sa set. Sa kanyang mga tricks. Hindi, parang, kasi diba, kilala si Jennylyn sa paligid. Napakahusay sa role. And first time ko kasi first hand na makasama ko sa ganun. Siyempre sa TV ko lang nakita at minsan sa mga movies o TV. Pero yung pag-live na niya na ginagawa, yung mga ano niya, yung tricks, yung mga ganun. Nagugulat kami, lalo yung first day naalala ko kami yung director, parang may isang take. Tapos ginawa niya yung sa original, yung paano yung ginawa yung original.
shock ka din.
Bagong gising. Anyway, so gulat kami parang wow. So may mga ganung baon every time. These things we appreciate kasi doon nga lumalabas yung tinatawag na Pinoy flavor. In her case, she gave it a genuine flavor which I think is very, very much appropriate.
Jen, si Dong, ang sarili na.
Eh, syempre, kailangan naman natin si yung gusto ko lang sa kanya sa set kasi pagka kakaroon kami ng gusto. Grabe yung pagkahanap. Tora sa artista. At very humble, napaka-professional. At wala na akong masabi kasi sarap na trabaho. Masarap na trabaho. Kasi yung buong set namin. Kaya na-appreciate sa Rock kasi
Dong, pang hindi lang kung maiba naman ako. Ano daw pasabog ang maabangan sa reunion of teachers?
Wow, meron!
Hindi ako magaling kumanta, magaling tao. Pero lang. Hindi, no. Bukas, mag-guest ako. Sana naman.
Ba't ka naka-oo?
Siyempre, minsan lang magkaroon ng ganung reunion nung mula ng 90s. Parati sila nag-a-attempt magkaroon ng isang dance concert. Pero finally, natuloy ito. Nakakatuwa dahil siguro parang 95% ng lahat ng dancers ng mga panahon yun ay nandun. Actually, nandun talaga. So, yun. I think it's worth it. Para sa akin.
Ikaw naman, Jen, aabangan.
Ay, yan. Sana po yung mga hindi pa po nakakapili. Bibigyan po namin kayo ng pakailaw kasi may baon.
Kakantay ko rin.
Hindi ko po ako.
Ako po ang kakanta. Ako ang kakanta.
Thank you so much.
Dong, ano yung bali responsibility mo sa Filipino
Siyempre rin. Kwento ko sa'yo, may mahaba eh. Personally ko ito sa'yo.
Pero brief niya nung feeling na yun na, pinasa na yung natama pa sa Descendants of the Sun.
Ano yun, resulta ng mahabang process yun. Nagsimula yung process yun years ago. I'll tell you more about it. Oh, may napanood ko yung iba pero kasi may mga scenes na kakakuha lang namin. So, ngayon lang na talagang nakakabit lahat yung music and scoring. Ay, yung grading. Parang sa upuan, tapos napapangiti ako pag yung mga ano-ano.
Parang kinastusan talaga.
Oo. Ganda na fight.
Thank you for appreciating.
Jen, ano reaction mo sa fight?
Yung nasabi ko kanina, parang siyang pili.
Nakakita agad yung
Kailangan niyo bang pag-aralan yung mga original characters ng Korean?
Sa role ko, mahalaga kinuha lang namin yung highlights ng pagiging yung character. And then, in-week na namin ito. So, maging local yung flavor. Pero, halimbawa yung mga characteristics na tumatak sa kanila, nandun pa.
Doon nakita namin yung training nyo, ang tinda, di ba? Ano yung pinakamahirap na challenging training na ginawa nyo dun sa military?
Siguro yung walang tulog. Pero train din kami doon dahil minsan sa taping wala na yung tulog.
Sanay na.
Walang tulog, maraming lamok. Kaya yung maraming
So, ang dami na nagsasabi, kitang-kita yung chemistry nyo on screen na pareho na ang galing-galing at ang ganda-ganda. Anong comment nyo?
Thank you at na-appreciate nila. Ano naman yun? Ako, thankful ako sa partner kasi kung hindi naman siya talaga collaborative. I mean, hindi naman pwedeng isang tao lang tumatrabaho. It's really a team effort. So, thanks man.
Thank you, Dong.
Dong, yan may pressure.
Ako bilang fan ng original, hindi naman namin hangat na kapatan o lalong-lalo na hindi. Para sa amin, privilege na i-celebrate itong remake na to sa pananaw nating mga Pilipino. So, what we have in our hands, just to do the best, di ba, para to retell the story, and that's what we're doing.
Pressure. Siyempre may konti pa. Pero masarap na yung pakiramdam namin na nakita namin. Kinilig kayo, kinabahan kayo, okay na yun sa akin.
Kasi parang nagkaroon ko ng lagyan ng tayo sa
Pero yun yung pinaka. Yun yung kasama. Well, siyempre, yung setting kung saan naganap, parang sa atin, sa original, medyo international yung naging conflict. Tapos later on, naging okay sa dito, very local yung mga conflicts.
Dong has been a reservist since 2008, 2009. So he's been doing this longer. So I asked advice. So tinanong ko rin siya ng advice ko. Ano ba yung gaganap? Nagbigay siya ng pahayag dito tungkol sa mga ginagawa ng mga reservists. And we were able to apply it kasi pupunta kami ng Batangas sa Balayan. Nagbigay kami ng relief operations sa mga tao. Nagulat kami, nakakailangan talaga. We were there as early as 6 a.m. Nakakaawa talaga. But we were really surprised to be awarded Triple M, yung Military Merit Medal. So we had an award also. Nakakatuwa na na-recognize na rin.
When did you start being a reservist?
I graduated itong December lang, November, December. So I've been doing activities with the Navy, the Marines, doing talks sa mga eskwelahan. So ito yung sinasabi ko na gusto kong gawin, like medical missions, disaster relief, disaster operations.
So, clarify mo lang, sasabak din ba kayo sa bigyan?
Ibig din na sabihin as a reservist is to be one. Pwede yan, a force multiplier. Yung sinasabi ng pamparami. But being civilians and being a reservist, it's using our tools na alam namin bilang. Let's say ako, nurse. Kailangan namin ng nurse on, pwede ka bang tumulong, doon kami papasok ng mga reservists to help in terms of medicine, procedures, beauty. So yun ang ibig sabihin ng we have engineers, technicians, dentists, lawyers. Gagamitin yung skills nila as civilians. I think napanood niyo yung ating first part, dalawang parts yan. So kita niyo kung gaano kami pumayat dahil sa ginawa namin. Hindi biro rin yun. But for me, in my opinion, napakalaking bagay na nag-immerse kami sa dalawang araw na yun. Because we had to push each other to complete each task para makagraduate. Dun lumatas yung brotherhood, yung pag-care namin sa isa't isa, pag-asikaso, kaya nabuo lalo mas solid yung mga 2 days na 2 years of training compressed into 2 days. So imagine, sulit na sulit yung araw namin.
So for 2 days, you were not Rocco Nasino the actor? You were Rocco
I was a struggling Rocco Nasino. Matagal ba to?
Saan ginawa yun?
Sa SF po mismo, sa Fort Magsaysay. Quarters are very secluded, tago, walang signal, walang agos sa mga pasok. So we only had each other to rely on para makaraos. It's fun. Super fun. I mean,
Walang hot water already.
ligo.
Sorry, I'm asking.
Sa river kami naligo. Sa river kami naligo. So, wala nang pakialam. Maka-brief lang kami.
May nag-quit.
Meron daw mga nag-quit. Meron daw talaga nag-quit. But not us. Siyempre, pakitang gilas din kami.
Ilan kayong mga celebrities na nag-immerse?
All of us. It was all of us.
The main cast.
Team, Aljon, but not Jasmine. Pero napakagandang experience yun. One for the books yun. Hindi mapapalitan talaga yun. Imagine waking up at 3 a.m., nagawa ng 21 exercises, susuot ng 21 kilo na rucksack, natakbo ng 10 kilometers, tsaka lakay ko. Grabe training yun. Then they do that every day. So kaya dun na po yung pag-hanga ko sa mga sumunod.
So ngayon, ang shoot mo saan nag
Ginagawa usually sa Antipolo or Bulacan. Mayroon kami yung punta kami sa probinsya yung Medicube area na. Sometimes it's in Bulacan. We do shoot in Fort Magsaysay. And many places pa. Pabot nga kami ng Baler.
layo.
Rock, ano na so far pinaka-hardest scene po?
Every scene. You know, sinasabi sa amin dito, sa mga eksenang ginagawa namin, be open. Pakita mo yung emosyon mo. Dito, baliktad eh. Kailangan closed ako eh. Halos walang emosyon eh. Because ganoon si Diego Ramos. Ganoon din yung original character. Si Wolf sa original series. So, it was so hard to do that. Nababaliktad rin ko lahat. Imbis na mag-open up, close lang. Every scene is hard. Lalo na kapag suot mo yung uniform na sobrang titig.
You have to be loyal to the material, no? The original.
We do have to. There's a certain tradition ng mga Pilipino family. Mga ginagawa natin yung uniforms, hindi basta-basta. I think in the original series, pinafold nila eh. Pogi eh. We can also do that, pero we really wanted to, pay respects. We wanted to pay respect to the uniform, the people wearing it. So, kung anong dapat suotin yun ang ginagawa.
Kung hindi mo ginawa pa na to, hindi ka magkakaroon ng military.
Yep. Zero.
Kasi hindi ka nag-aral. Hindi mo nabutan RPs.
Hindi. Nag-community service ako during college. So, kaya ito pala yung perks ng pagiging artista. Sasabak kami sa mga ganito. We get to learn different things, meet people, hear their stories. So, dami natin mga bayani talaga.
How many months in the making before you will finally air on television?
Since last year pa po. Last year pa yung planning and everything. Very timely with the disasters that are happening. Ano pa, yung virus, yung sakit, may eksena kaming gano'n. So very timely. I think it will open a lot of eyes.
And you have a master's degree in nursing. Can I ask a naughty question?
Okay.
Have you experienced doing CPR or saving a person's life with CPR or mouth-to-mouth resuscitation? Like what Jennylyn did, pero hindi sa kanila naman iba yun.
That's a nice question kasi my very first patient, I had to do CPR, life-saving CPR kasi namamatay na siya. But then, unfortunately, namatay pa rin yung patient. It was really sad and very traumatic on my end kasi hindi ako nakatulog for 1 week. Yung sa akin. Namamatay na. Come on, CPR, apply. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But not mouth to mouth. But then to see the patient die, tapos makita mo may luha na. It's very traumatic sa akin. But that's part of learning.
Para kay Dingdong.
Konti lang ang actors, the nurses, no?
Konti lang. Pancho is one. Pancho is a nurse.
Pancho Magno.
Fellow nurse na din.
What did I say? I'm sorry. It's not so old na. I'm sorry.
May Pancho Magalona.
Meron. The dad of Francis Magalona, no? Artista also.
So you really experienced working sa
I did as my OJT, but I was supposed to go to med school right after passing the board exams. Pero nandito ako ngayon.
If they send you to China, don't go, ha? Please.
I will not.
Just stay here and do this series.
Oo, for sure.
Kasi di ba he speaks Chinese and all.
Natuwa nga ako na kahit pa paano nabati rin na, uy, ano naman pala magsalita. It's an advantage when it comes to business.
How old are you now?
32.
Huh? 32. How long ago was Stars?
We were talking since then. Starstruck, that was 9 years ago. I'm doing the biggest best show for 2020.
So, any major personal decisions in the coming year, like marriage?
I have to check off a lot of stuff pa sa aking list. But the main one would be my house. Tapusin ko muna yung work hard, finish everything, finish the house. Only then masasabi ko na ready na ako. But it will still take time.
In no time of 9 years ago, ang starstruck, di ba?
Oo. In a few years, mabilis na lang.
To see your house there.
Magugulat na lang kayo next time. Ina-enjoy pa.
Invite mo kami sa house.
Of course, actually plan ko.
Nakita ko yung pictures mo.
Off the record.
I thought so. Kasi may view na sinasabi.
Yes,
yeah, I thought so.
You bring your French bulldog.
Corgis.
Corgis pala, corgis.
For
Welsh
sure.
corgis. How many na do you own?
We have 2. Nag-breed kami. We sold 5. So nag-retain kami isa. So 3 na.
Their dogs are like that. Those are the Queen of England.
Na ngayon, galit sila. Di ba?
May
We're excited.
Oo naman.
We're excited. We're not even pressured. We're not scared.
Are you like yung supporting a military cut?
Yeah. It's short yan, short. Very short. We made it a little bit more stylish.
Mas guwapo pag ganyan.
Actually, I wanted to go out.
Kesa naka-beret. Beret bang tawag?
May style din ng pagsuot eh. The logo has to match
And
the
it's not
eye.
mainit. It can be mainit. No?
Mainit siya. It always has to be like that. Tinuruan na rin kami.
Di ba si Prince Harry, dati ganyan, di ba nag-military?
Talaga. So that's how you wear the beret. And berets cannot be worn inside. Only indoor. Dapat normal lang. Pag sa labas, doon ang suot. Ng military.
Ito ngayon creative license lang.
Yeah, just for tonight. Just for papapogi. It's nice to see you, ha?
Oh, it's been a long time. Years, diba?
Ngayon ko lang naging active ulit or hindi lang talaga naging
Very...
Dito ako.
Excited na excited. Sobrang unexpected yung kagandahan.
Sabi ko ako sa lamesa.
Sa training po namin, ayun si Paul kasama po namin siya. Sobrang hindi namin na-expect na ganun po yung pagod na mararanasan namin. Pero na-expect na po namin na mahirap. Dahil alam naman po natin na yung mga sundalo natin, kakaiba talaga yung pinagdadaanan yan bago pa yan talaga sumabak po sa totoong laban. Kaya ayun, nung pagdating pa lang namin sa Fort Magsaysay, medyo kinakabahan na kami kasi tinatakot rin kami na, tara na, game na, paperapan na. Nanginginig na kami, ganun pa na. Pero syempre, para po ma-portray namin ng maayos ang pagiging special forces, talagang buong puso namin binigay na kahit ano man mangyari, talagang gagawin namin yung mga training para pag napanood nila, para kami mga sundalo po talaga. At syempre, nag-inspirasyon na rin namin ang aming big boss
Hindi pa naman sobrang ganun ka may edad si Kuya Dong. Pero kumpara sa amin, na mga nasa 20s, dapat kami yung malakas dapat eh. Pero si Kuya Dong kasi parang mas ano pa sa amin, mas kondisyon. Kaya nahihiya kami, alam nga naman kami upo-upo, siya nakatayo, tapos naggagawa ng training. So yun, napupush niya kami, ayun, bali siya yung nagiging talagang kuya namin, talagang boss namin, big boss namin.
May chance ba na makasikahan niya siya, makabond niya siya? May advice ba sa akin?
About work? Maraming.
Work, love life?
Kasi one time nag-sleep na kami magkatabi. Hindi ko yan daw. Pero pag wala off-cam, mahilig din siya makipagbiruan sa amin. Tsaka nakipag-usap talaga po siya sa amin. Talagang gusto niya kasi close yung Alpha Team, close lahat. Para lumabas po sa TV, talagang okay, walang kailangan. Kung magbibiro, talagang nakakatawa. Ganun. Kaya may time na, lalo pagka, lunch ba yun, dinner, basta pag set up break niya po. Kikwentuhan kami niya, tatawa na kami. Basta,
How about you, dear? Nagkaroon din ba kayo ng siya sa magkaroon ng medical naman? Training?
Yes po, nag-research po kami. Dun po sila first time na meet yung buong medical team. And then, ginawa na po yun sa Viluna, sa mga special forces din po. And tinuruan kami ng mga emergency response, for example. Yung mga CPRs and everything na pwede po namin gamitin hindi lang po sa scenes, kundi sa real life. So for example, may nag-choke, ayan, tinuruan po kami kung paano.
Ako po, ito po yung first ko po. Ito, second.
So, how does it feel?
Doon. Lalabas po ba ito? Hindi, joke lang. Parehas lang. Hindi, mababait po. Siguro kung compare ko yung mga characteristics, sobrang okay naman po. Wala naman pinagkaiba. Mababait naman parehas po. Siguro medyo na-feel ko lang dito light environment talaga. Parang ang dali po makisama kasi na-expect ko parang mag-a-adjust po ako ng malala. Pero hindi po talaga.
Alam mo yan, John.
Day one pa lang, kakaiba po yung kabutihan ng Prince Clemente. Sumobra po yung kabutihan niya eh. Kaya yun po talaga yung sabi ko na. Pero okay po, proud ako na kapuso na po ngayon talaga. Masaya ako at sana ito na ako abutan ng aking kamatayan.
sa akin, okay din. Same na sinabi ni John. Yun nga, kasi since Starstruck Kids kasi diba, dito na ako tapos lumipat. So parang umuwi ako dito. Yung home ko talaga. And ayun, na-miss ko lang din yung mga kasamahan ko dati. And syempre may mga bago din na nakasama. So sa una pressure niya kasi parang tatanggapin pa ba nila ako. So masaya.
Speaking of
Friends,
kasamahan dati, meron din sa kanila yung same concept with you. So, any reaction?
Ano ba reaction? Congrats po.
Masasagot po ni Prince namin.
Ang masasabi ko po,
Oo nga, mga kaibigan mo pa kayo
oo nga.
ngayon.
Hindi, wala po.
Basketballan niyo
Opo,
pa.
wala. Never nagkaroon ng bad blood kahit
So,
saan.
maging okay yung mga shows namin pareho.
Nagkita-kita rin po kami one time sa airport kasi may same kami napupuntahan, same po ng festival. So wala, batian, tawanan lang, ganyan. Nabibiroan pa nga kami.
Twice na,
"Uy,
di ba?
Sir,
Twice.
sir, nagaganon pa, sir. Oo, nagaganon.
Tsaka mahalaga,
Snappy.
tsaka mahalaga kasi is papakita naman din yung bawat story ng mga soldiers.
Tsaka yun naman yung priority talaga natin. Hindi naman kami parang, sige, gusto natin pakita yung tutunan natin. Pero higit sa lahat, mapakita natin sa taong bayan kung ano ba talaga ang hirap at sakripisyo ng mga sundalo natin para sa
Tsaka mas ma-uplift pa yung ating pagmamahal sa bayan natin.
Sanay ka na po ngayon na individual yung project coming from
Boy band. First ever ko doon.
Tagal nang gusto niwalay sa one
Coming from
Basta pagbigyan
boy group ka pala.
Grabe. Oy, ikaw galing ka rin boy band.
Boy group ako, boy.
Anong feeling mo ngayon? Ano kang
Siyempre, happy pero siyempre na mimiss ko pa rin yung mga kawanap ko. Pero happy yung mga group ko. Kasi close din namin eh. Oo, lahat yung
Happy para sa kanya. Happy para sa mga...
Sila rin naman mga busy. So ba't mo kayo nahanap?
Did you have to work out extra because of this? And of course, napakahirap naman din kasi maging sundalo. Did you have to bulk up or what did they tell you to do?
Actually ako, nagpapayat pa ako. Kasi bago mag-start yung taping namin, ating bang nasa 145. Ngayon, 137 na lang. Hindi ko alam kung diet to, baka talaga minsan nagugutuman na ako. Joke. Pero to, nag-lose ako ng mga 8 pounds. Bago to kaya pwede ko yun.
Is it because of the training or is it because you had to go to the gym? And
Nung nag-training kami talaga, pumayat kami.
Hindi na nag-training ako, payat tayo. Pwede pala yun, sa loob ng 2 araw, papayat.
Parang
Ganun kalala.
5 pounds in 2 days.
21 kilograms.
45 pounds mga ganun. Hindi kasi times 2.2 bro pag...
Tama siya.
So ayun, siguro,
Bro, ano ba yan?
para sa akin, maintain lang siguro yung katawan.
Ako ngayon lang ako talaga nagkaroon ng pakialam sa katawan ko. Alam niyo po yan. Hindi kasi nung nandun pa ako, di talaga ako nag-gym eh, di ba? Wala talaga kahit sa...
lumaki ka, di ba?
Di ako nagbubuhat, di ako nag-exercise. So ngayon lang ako talaga medyo nag-focus about sa pag-aalaga ng katawan. So yun, siguro malaking bagay talaga na napabilang ako dito para magkaroon lang ako ng care sa sarili.
Yes.
Meron ba kayong mga love team?
Di ko alam kung
Silang dalawa eh.
Ay, sa
Ayun na ba?
Si Prince.
Si Prince, sino ka love team niyan?
Si Lucho eh. Sa ngayon, sa mga nababasa sa script kasi wala pa. Pero sana magkaroon. Kasi nung ibang auditions, parang meron sa script. Pero ewan ko sana. Sino kaya? Sino kaya pwede dyan?
Meron si Marty po. And magiging medyo slight love naman.
Ano yan, sa
Anong
real
week
life?
yan? Anong week yan?
Abangan na lang po natin kung kailan
Character niya.
ni Marty. So parang medyo magtataypan po ng isa. Makikita
In
siya.
real life ba yan?
Nag-vibe naman po. Close naman po kaming mga
Lahat po kami.
family. Yes.
As in,
Ayun, sasabihin mo.
Sobra talaga. Iba na po yung nabuo talaga ng dots.
Grabe talaga, sobrang solid namin. Kahit pag may taping o wala, magkakasama na kami sa labas.
Meron pang time nando kami sa Cebu. And may dala si Ate Charis na parang, yung alam niyo po yung styro na lagayan ng mga parang tapsilog, ganyan. Eh, gutom na lahat sa likod. Kaya ang kutsara isa lang. Isa kami sumusubo. Kasama si Ate Jen, so doon talaga sumusubo. Siyempre ako hindi ko muna gumano si Ate Jen. Ay!
ayaw mo pala.
Hindi, totoo po, gano'n na talaga. Gano'n na ako.
Can't wait for this to show on February 10. Would you mind inviting everyone to watch the show?
I mind inviting everyone. February 10 po, Descendants of the Sun. Sana po supportahan po natin. Yun. Maraming salamat po in advance. We love you so much mga kapatid.
Yes.
One more, sorry.
Thank you. One more.
200,000 per month daw.
Guys, you're then. Prince. 1, 2, one more. Thank you. You're din po.
Pero isang video lang yung gawin ko.
Thank you.
Kaya kung apat na 200,000 per month.
Sa iyo.
Daming
Kaya
followers.
magmura ka para dumawa.
Oo nga, no? Diyan Lucas nagmura.
Diyan ko mas nagmura.
Lucas nag-book.
Sa kanya pwede pa mag-react. Kaya ako sa Josh Lia, sa Ding.
One more.
Here please. Ready?
Ready, one. Ay, sorry.
Thank
Wait
you.
lang Okay, ready. 1, 2, one more. Thank you. Yung basa.
Thank you.
Thank you. Pwede kayo kapatid ni Riz.
Oh, wow. Let me.
Si Riz?
John po. Thank you.
Thank you so much po. Thank you po. Thank you sa inyo. Lagi sa mga congrats. Ikaw tayo ulit soon. Salamat sa IG ko.
Sa Feb 6 na.
Kasi hubad siya ng hubad sa IG na.
Oo nga, lagi lang nag-uubad.
Kailangan yun.
Nakaipon na ako ng maraming damit.
Gusto ko yung mga nasa gym.
Oh, next.
Pagbungad ko pa lang ng IG ko siya na, ay, may pa kasi Prince.
Kate. Paano lang ng baso? Kate. Paano ng baso? Patanggal ng baso. Sinong next?
Jasmine, Curtis Smith.
Hi guys!
Hi,
Thanks
Jasmine.
for waiting.
Kanina to?
Kanina yan.
Kanina po ito.
Ay, sorry.
May picture din dito. Ay, sige, sa'yo muna. Jazz here, 1, 2. Bakit parang may...
Here, please. 1, 2. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Alright.
So, how does it feel na finally ito na this one?
It's been a long time coming, pero very happy, so excited. I am so excited. I think this is one of the projects na nagawa kong on TV na sobrang hindi ko mapigil yung excitement ko wanting to watch it and how we all did, how the production went and how it translates on screen, on TV. So, iba yung jitters ngayon. It's full of happiness and excitement and just good vibes. Like, alam mo yung pagkampante kasi nagawa mong accomplishment mo na trabaho mo. Parang, I know that went well, so gusto ko nang makita paano siya matatanggap ng tao. That's how I feel at the moment.
Ano to, ang dami rin kasing following ng Korean counterparts.
Yes.
So, kumusta naman yung working relationship niyo ni Rocco?
First time as lovers, but we worked as in-laws in a previous serye here in GMA. So may transition pa kaming ginawa from in-laws to in a relationship na kailangan naming mahimay nung first few days of taping, I would say. Nung mga ilang weeks na kami, may tinry siyang workshop sa akin which really helped for the both of us to connect more and to feel the kilig more on screen. And hanggang ngayon, effective siya for the both of us. Hindi niya na ginagawa constantly yung workshop na yun, but from that point, na-retain na namin siya at bubuhat na namin siya bawat eksena. So, ang ganda kasi nag-warm up na rin kami doon.
Ikaw ba, is there a specific acting technique na you apply? Parang kasi di ba ang daming iba-ibang workshops?
Yeah. To be honest, not really. I just really try to feel the role. So, feel kung ako si Moira on set and feeling ko, kwento ko yung nandun. So, nadadala ako with just knowing the story. I'm a very, I'm a very affective type of person. Mabilis ako ma-affect. Mabilis ako madala. So, it works well for my job. And, yeah. I'm just, yeah. Hindi ko na alam sa speak.
Last na sa akin kasi your ate is known as a K-drama.
Yes.
So, ano yung reaction niyo?
Oh, she's so her and my mom are actually waiting na in Australia. Sabi na, my mom is waiting. Kasi hindi ko alam kung labag sa contractor. Pero anyway, our GMA Pinoy TV is connected and nakaabang na sila. My mom always sees the trailer, so she's so excited. Everyone's on board with this feeling that I have. You're on cloud 9. That's how I feel. Yeah.
How's it working with Jennylyn and Dingdong naman?
I love working with them. Jennylyn has the freshest face I have ever seen in this industry. Kinis-kinis ng balat, ang bait-bait, ang daming talinong baon. Lagi pagkausap ko siya, ang dami niyang nasi-share sa akin ng knowledge. and food. And si Dingdong naman, he's just easy to get along with. He talks to everyone. He's accommodating to all his cast members. And he really tries to put himself in there sa show namin, not just as an actor, but as a creative consultant. So, yung pagka-big boss niya, hindi siya limited dun sa pagiging artista niya or sa role niya. Talagang embodied niya yon as a creative consultant. So, it's nice kasi kami din natututo from him by doing that. Diba? It's new to majority of Filipino actors to be involved that much in a project. So, it's nice kasi something for us to maybe see ourselves in the future if in case mga interested kami.
Ano mo mga realizations mo while portraying a military personnel?
The sacrifice, commitment, and yung love na meron sila for our country, their service, is on a whole different level. Kasi sabihin mo na, you know, in our industry, entertainment, journalism, we have love for the country. That's why we do what we do, because we want to, you know, send the correct message, we want to inform people, we want, ano yun, love language din yun, di ba? Kaming mga artista, ang love language namin is acting. We want you to feel the message, we want you to understand the message, but sila, they're doing everything first hand. Sila ang pinapadala linggo na hindi natin makasama pamilya natin. You know, we're already parang, yan, wala akong time for myself, or wala akong time for my friends or my family, or di ako makapag-yoga, di ako makapag-ganyan. But these soldiers, these people in the medical field, they don't have a choice, you know? It's the chosen field that they've taken into their hands na isa-sacrifice nila yung mga ganong luxuries of a human being, of a person, of a civilian. So iba yung respeto ko sa kanila, iba yung alam mo namang professional at irerespeto mo sila eh. Pero ngayon mas umangat pa yung level ng respeto ko kasi napanood ko rin through the original series how difficult it is for them to make these decisions and to choose that field. Hindi siya madali, but because of wanting to do the right thing, wanting to do good for your country and for the rest of the country, the people in our country, kahit marami kayong hindi kasundo, you're still there, you're still fighting for the country. Regardless kung hati yung bansa because of political beliefs or religion beliefs, etc., etc. pa yan. The point is, you know, you're dedicated to your people and to your country. Iba. As in, hindi ko ma-imagine how to put myself in their shoes. Ang haba ng sagot ko. Pero kasi talagang ganun ako ka, parang, alam mo yun, parang, whoa, like, this is a whole different world na, sabi nga ni Direk Dom, baka hindi natin alam na meron pa rin ng mga nangyaring gera. Hindi lang siya kasing laki or kasing explosive as before. Sorry for the really bad choice of word there, na explosive. But parang, di ba, hindi natin alam eh. We only know what we see on the news. But yung mga small details of their lives, it's something else.
Ano yung pinakamahirap na pinagdaanan?
Ano po, yung first scene kong ginawa ever, which was shown in the trailer, yung training scene ni Captain Moira na may...
Training kayo?
Ano lang po, konti-konti lang. Different from the boys. Yung training nila is sobrang rigorous, ang hirap ng kanila meets. One day at the hospital and then one day gun handling. Wala akong masyadong pagbubuhat ng log or mabibigat na gulong or sa putek. Wala akong ganun na ginawa. Kaya iba din yung ginawa ng boys sa Special Forces training ngayon. They were really with Special Forces. Wala sila ganun.
Would you have wanted to actually
Medyo may inggit factor ako. But I know for sure I wouldn't have lasted. Like, I would have probably lasted like a few hours and then break. Medical naman ako. But it was also a Special Forces training. So I wouldn't have been allowed to be part kasi my role is not as Special Forces. I'm a military surgeon.
Jasmine, excited ka na sa maging tita?
Sobrang excited ko maging tita. I said nga kanina, I think that's
one of the roles I'm most excited for this year, more than anything, to be a tita. Iba yung feeling. Kasi when I had a younger nephew, when I had a younger cousin, I already felt so addicted to taking care of that cousin. What more if pamangkin? Biglang nag-change, babies! Mga hanggang 5 years old, ganyan, kaya ka pa. Yung patience ko, hindi pa siya nagda-drag out to mga 5 to 10-year-olds.
So parang na-imagine mo sarili mo lagi sa bahay ng ate mo parang.
Feeling ko pag wala akong work, tambay ako sa house nila, nag-aalaga. Or hindi inaalaga, inaagaw yung baby. Feeling ko, yeah.
And kailan mo naman na-imagine ang sarili?
Oh, please. Long time from now. Not yet. Yes, not yet. When it happens, the right time, ayoko namang magbigay ng oras na 5 years or, Of course, I'm hopeful thinking in a few years pa yan, but when it happens and if it feels right, then hindi ko rin naman alam. But, ayun, magpa-post next year. Well, wag mo na.
So, napanood may pilot kanina, anong reaction?
Bitin! Gusto ko pa more. I want more. I'm really happy with all of it. The way it's shot, the acting that Dong and Jen and the rest of the Alpha Boys and everyone else put on screen. Everyone's really, really putting their 110 or more % in this project. So, ako, ramdam ko yun. I know I do that. So, what more Dong and Jen, lalo na si Dong na talagang creative consultant plus lead actor plus and iba yung training na kailangan, commitment na kailangan. Good stuff. They're all bringing good stuff. Everyone from production, cast, crew.
Ganda ng vibe lang.
Forgot to ask earlier, were you handpicked or did you have to audition for this?
I had to audition for this role, yeah. Yes. I was called in. Marami kaming nag-audition that day. I don't know how many to be exact, and I'm not sure who were the others. I don't think they're gonna close that. But I had 30 minutes na pag-aralan yung material. And then I went in to audition with Rocco already, with Direct Dom also. Tapos binlocking kami with the scene twice, and then that was it. I did the reading, and then we'll let you know. Like, oh my God, saan ako?
Yung sa statue mo, hindi ka rin na
Saan po?
sa statue mo ngayon.
No. It's okay. I think, when you look at Hollywood stars sila, they still have to audition half the time. Then for... So for me, it's nakasanayan lang siguro din in our culture na usually handpicked na. But it's cool, and theater you still have to audition. In a lot of different other movie productions, sometimes you still have to audition. So yung mga ganung bagay, I appreciate it more than anything. Kasi at least, then for yourself saan ka or paano yung kakayahan at limitations mo. And that's something I like. And at least you can ask for feedback. Kung baga hindi ikaw yung makuha, you can always, when you see that director, producer again, is it okay if I get some feedback from you from that audition? So alam mo din paano for your following, diba? Or if in case, yung hindi mo na-embody na pwede mong i-apply for a possible similar role in the future. So yan, it's about mindset. Kasi kung mamaliitan mo ang audition, then are you in the right industry?
Pero how do you feel pag may mga auditions na hindi ka nakuha?
Okay lang po. It's part of the business. I've been through many VTRs in my life since I was 4 years old, and di naman po lahat ng commercials na yun nakuha ko. So, sanay na rin ako na masabihan, sorry, not this time, or maybe next time, and that's okay. In the last few years, may mga ilang pelikula na rin akong nag-audition pero hindi natanggap, and know that that's just part of it talaga. Kasi mahirap lang you're part of the industry but weak ang heart or weak ang mindset more than anything.
Pero may project kang hindi nakuha na sobrang iyakan.
Wala pa naman. I think parang nanghinayang lang na, shock, sana ako yun. Pero hindi ko sasabihin naman yan. Pelikula lang naman. Pelikula. Hindi lang, pero pelikula siya. Yeah.
So the short hair is for the role?
Yes, I really cut it for the role. Unfortunately, majority ng scenes ni Moira is nakatali talaga siya for this version because very strict ang AFP with that protocol, you know, and I want to respect it even with the creative liberty that we usually get for entertainment. Malaking bagay na rin na ang laki ng tulong nila sa amin with their equipment and their uniforms and their tutok sila sa amin whenever we need to ask for help or guidance with small details like tama po ba yung patch dito or should I be carrying something else? Is this the right hat? You know, the small things like that. They accept calls at midnight, 1 a.m. They're very supportive and helpful when it comes to this. So
Hindi ka pa lalabas sa first, no?
First episode, parang hindi yata. Parang ano lang siya, last few minutes.
Wow.
Yung akala ni... Hindi ko alam kasi kung ano yung original. Well, it's an original. No, akala niya si yung na-hospital. Si... Jego. Nakakala ni Moira si Jego. I think that is what they'll include in the first. So, beaten talaga siya.
Yes, may reaction na. Hindi ka po kasi nagbibigay ng reaction or ano. Ano yung naging feeling mo? Parang na-drag yung name sa away na
New comment. Charot. No, that's fine. Whatever. That's their relationship, you know. And people who always drag people into other people's messes. It's just knowing your place and being confident, knowing who you are, what you're really involved in, and kung hindi ka naman involved sa drama nila, you know, just stay away from it. Like, cabs.
Hindi ka naman na-bother nun or na ano?
Sa kanila na yan, it's theirs to fix, and if they have a problem, then, you know, sila ang mag-usap. And same naman with me, if kami magka-problem ng boyfriend ko, ayoko namang may nadadami na ibang tao sa news or sa media kasi kawawa din yung tao yun. I know the feeling, I felt it many times, in this industry, but yeah, it's part of the industry and you just get used to it. More than anything, alam mo naman yung katotohanan, so huwag ka na lang magpadala, diba? Yun lang yun.
Nag-effort ba si Anwar mag-apologize?
Sino po? Po? Hindi po siya part ng Descendants of the Sun. So, I think the question stops there. Sorry. Oo. You can ask him na lang in his shows and his press cons. Yeah. You can ask him.
Ay, dear, kasi yung parang after nung Sahaya, parang malaming na gandahan talaga sa naging participation mo sa Sahaya and all. Tapos pero ang may mga feedback naman, parang nanghihinayang sila na ganun lang ka-short yung nagiging roles mo, especially when you're here in GMA. Itong pag-accept ba nung Descendants is more of telling them na hindi lang naman kasi kapag short roles, pang...
Yeah, I understand. Hindi siya conscious decision on our end. I'm not sure though if it was a network decision. I'm also not sure kasi kung they were just testing the waters na muna. But, you know, they were able to give me a pretty decent role in Pamilya Roses na consistent naman ang appearance niya and ganito rin kalaki yung cast doon. I guess it was just one of those things na for this year, they were brewing up Descendants last year eh. So siguro it was one of those things na while there's nothing going on, let's try you out for other shows. And ano naman kasi, they know na hindi ako mapili kung malaki or maliit ang role, kung cameo support or backstory. I've never been choosy or picky when it comes to that. You guys are witnesses to that sa lahat ng pelikulang nagawa ko. May cameos ako here and there, or support roles here and there. And for me, it's a parang siyang project or an exam. A+ ako na student. So, ganun. That's how my motivation works. I want to make sure that the bosses are happy, the direc's happy, producers, script writers, etc.
Can you
Thanks guys,
invite
thank you,
everyone?
thank you, thank you. Thank you for understanding as well.
Ay, pa-invite naman din.
Yeah, sure. Mga kapuso, hi guys, everyone. This is Jasmine Curtis Smith, or Captain Moira and Defensor, inviting you all to please watch out for Descendants of the Sun, the Philippine adaptation, showing soon on GMA Telebabay. Thank you guys. Thank you.
Pwede ka mag-host.
I think so, yeah. But na-official release na ba yun? Na Feb 10. Ayun.
Yes.
Hindi pa lang yata na on posters. Yes po.
Thank you very much.
Hindi na. Hindi ako yung tatanungin.
YouTube pa ba natin si Dingdong? Hihintayin pa ba?
Dadalhin pa ba rito si Jen?
Or hindi?
Jen and Dong.
Kasi kung hindi...
Ito ba si Jen? Hello, Jen.
Hi, Jen. Ikaw ko nang hirita tomorrow.
Jen na live pala.
Jen.